Hello. I'll play first and then I'll share my thoughts for what they're worth, which is probably not very much. Right. If you have this book, and if, like me, you are not a musicologist or indeed a very knowledgeable player, some of these pieces by Spinacino, I've just played a piece by him, and particularly by this chap, oh God, who is it? What's it called? Bossinensis. Franciscus Bossinensis are really weird pieces. They're obscure, and to try and make them make sense, just to oneself, but particularly if you want to share it as a player to a listener, I find quite challenging. And it's this question, I think, of improvisatory. Now, if you were to read a program note that describes a piece as being improvisatory, or indeed, you know, I use that word a lot, what does it actually mean? And what does it mean in terms of playing the piece today, which was composed ages and ages ago, and playing the piece perhaps several times? How do you embody whatever it is that makes it improvisatory in style? Would the composer, in playing it and effectively perhaps improvising it the first time he played it, have played it as a very, very polished performance, with the phrasing all kind of just flowing naturally? Would he have hesitated? Would the tempo have changed a lot as he experimented? Or indeed as the music took him in different directions? And I think if I can kind of pin this down a little bit for myself, I think it'll help me to give slightly more convincing performances of some of these rather more obscure pieces, and perhaps even get around Bossinensis, who I find really, really weird indeed. So that's what I'm thinking about. Whether that was reflected at all in what I've just played, I have no idea. But I will bore you all with more of it in the weeks to come, I'm sure.